Good day to you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We are reading in the book of Exodus. Now, last time we read Exodus chapter 25, and we talked about the Ark of the Covenant, the table of bread, and the golden lampstand. Okay? Now we're ready to read Exodus chapter 26, and God continues to tell them how things are going to be made for the tabernacle. Now realize that the tabernacle is their sacred tent of worship, and it is a mobile temple that they're going to pack up and move around with them as they go, and it's going to be at the center of their camp, so that God is the center of their camp. He's in the center of their camp, okay? So, and there's details in how all of this is described and how everything had to be made. Now, we're relieved from a lot of this nitty-gritty detail in things and how we worship God. It's one of the ways in which we have a better covenant. However, it's interesting to read this and understand that God's purpose, what he was trying to do this whole time, was live in and among his people, be with his people. God was doing this so that he could be with and be among his people, so that he could be with them. So Exodus chapter 26. Moreover, you shall make the tabernacle, sacred tent of worship, with 10 interior curtains of fine twisted linen and blue, purple, and scarlet fabric. You shall make them with embroidered cherubim, the handwork of a skillful craftsman. The length of each curtain shall be 28 cubits, and the width of each curtain 4 cubits. All of the curtains shall measure the same. The 5 curtains shall be joined to one another, and the other 5 curtains shall be joined to one another. You shall make loops of blue on the outer edge of the last curtain in the first set, and likewise in the second set. You shall make 50 loops on the one curtain, and 50 loops on the edge of the last curtain that is in the second set. The loops on one curtain correspond to the loops on the other. You shall make 50 gold hooks and fasten the curtains together with the hooks, and the tabernacle shall be one unit. So these are going to be matching curtains, matching loops, 2 sets. Then you shall make exterior curtains of goat's hair as a tent over the tabernacle. You shall make 11 curtains in all. Each curtain shall be 30 cubits long and 4 cubits wide. The 11 curtains shall all measure the same. You shall join 5 curtains by themselves, and the other 6 curtains by themselves, and you shall double over the 6th curtain at the front of the tent to make a closed door. Make 50 loops on the edge of the outermost curtain in the first set, and 50 loops on the edge of the outermost curtain in the second set. You shall make 50 bronze hooks, and put the hooks into the loops, and join the tent together so that it may be one unit. The overlapping part that is left over from the tent curtains, the half curtain that is left over, shall lap over the back of the tabernacle. The cubit on one side and the cubit on the other of what is left over in the length of the curtains of the tent shall lap over the sides of the tabernacle on one side and the other side to cover it. You shall make a third covering for the tent of ram skins, dyed red, and a fourth covering above that of porpoise skins. Now, we've mentioned this before, porpoise skins, they really don't know what animal skin that is, and it's translated porpoise for some reason, and they're uncertain of what animal that was, okay? So I just want to mention that. They weren't hunting porpoises out in the wilderness, so we know it had to have been some other animal. Could it have been some form of seal or otter or, I don't know, something aquatic or semi-aquatic? Maybe. but we're really unsure. It could have been some form of deer or antelope that we're not, that they had an odd name for that we don't recognize that name. So that's one of those things that happens sometimes over time. Then you shall make the boards for the tabernacle of acacia wood, standing upright as a trellis-like frame. The length of each board shall be 10 cubits, and the width of each board shall be 1.5 cubits. Make 2 dovetails in each board for fitting them together. You shall do the same for all the tabernacle boards. You shall make the boards for the tabernacle in the following quantities: 20 boards for the south side. You shall make 40 silver sockets under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under each board for its 2 dovetails, and 2 sockets under another board for its 2 dovetails. For the north side of the tabernacle, there shall be 20 boards. And there are 40 silver sockets, 2 sockets under each board. For the back or west side of the tabernacle, you shall make 6 boards. Make 2 boards for the corners of the tabernacle at the rear on both sides. They shall be joined together underneath and joined together on top with 1 ring. So shall it be for both of them. They shall form the 2 rear corners. There shall be 8 boards and 16 silver sockets, 2 sockets under each board. Then you shall make 15 bars of acacia wood, 5 for the boards of one side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards on the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the rear end of the tabernacle for the back wall toward the west. And the middle bar in the center of the boards shall pass through horizontally from end to end. You shall overlay the boards with gold and make their rings of gold to hold the bars. You shall overlay the bars with gold. You shall erect the tabernacle according to its plan, the direction corresponding to its meaning and purpose, which has been shown to you on the mountain. You shall make a veil to divide the 2 rooms of blue, purple, and scarlet fabric, and fine twisted linen skillfully worked with cherubim on it. You shall hang it on 4 pillars, support poles of acacia wood, overlaid with gold hooks on 4 silver sockets. You shall hang the veil from the hooks that connect the curtains together, and you shall bring the ark of the testimony there within the veil. The veil shall separate for you the holy place and the holy of holies. You shall put the mercy seat on the ark of the testimony in the holy of holies. You shall set the table for the bread outside the veil in the holy place on the north side, and the lampstand opposite the table on the south side of the tabernacle. You shall make a screen to provide a covering for the doorway of the tent, blue, purple, and scarlet fabric, and finely woven embroidered linen, the work of an embroiderer. You shall make 5 pillars, support poles of acacia wood to support the hanging curtain and overlay them with gold. Their hooks shall be of gold, and you shall cast 5 base sockets of bronze for them. Now I'm looking at a picture that tries to show how this tabernacle is done and laid out. And if I can find a picture for the video of this, I will definitely do that and try to show that. It is difficult in reading this to easily understand everything that's being done here. But when you can see a picture of it, it helps. So I will try to include that on the video. I know we won't have that here on the podcast. And I apologize for that. That is just the limitation of a podcast, right? So anyway, this has been Exodus chapter 26. It's interesting to see how, the very inner room is the Holy of Holies where the Ark of the Covenant will sit, And that's where the mercy seat will be, where God will be. His essence, His Spirit will hover over the mercy seat. And it's called the mercy seat because that's where we would go to obtain mercy from God. Okay? It's just something to think about. And all of this is very detailed. And this is, like I said, now this is a mobile temple that they're going to pack up and take with them when the Spirit of God is on the move. And then when the Spirit of God stays and hovers over the tabernacle and over the mercy seat, then they stay and they don't move. And then it's set up during those times for their worship, and so that God can be with them and among them. I want to thank you for listening. Hope you have a wonderful day. May God bless you and keep you safe. And remember, God loves you.